morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I haven't done it this year. Life Wednesdays. Don't give up on life yet. I haven't done it this year. However, it is a category in my playlist of Life Wednesday. Don't give up on life yet, which is the heart behind it was to be a voice to the individual or individuals who's considering taking their own lives, to encourage them to just speak life into them. And that started a couple of years ago. So, but I have not done it this year. And like I said, if you click playlists on my channel, then go down to Life Wednesday, then those videos that I've recorded in the past for that would be there. And I said all that to say, we're doing now. Life Wednesday live. Don't give up on life yet. So basically, just kind of, if you're struggling with something, if it, maybe I can give some advice, maybe I can be an ear, maybe I can give some encouragement, maybe I can, I don't know, maybe pray for you. So that's basically what we're doing now. I'll be on here for a little bit, not long, only until I make it home. So if it's something that you're kind of struggling with right now, and you kind of have questions or, maybe need some encouragement, perhaps even advice, and, if I can help in any way, then, that's kind of what I want to do right now. Again, what are your struggles? It is 6:15 where I am here in Texas. I don't know where you are, but I would imagine that for most of you, maybe it's morning time. So let's get your morning started out right. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You've been kind of dealing and battling with some things behind the scenes, low key. You've been kind of stressed out about whatever. Let's talk through those things so you can get your morning started off on the right foot, instead of whatever happened yesterday or whatever been going on in your life lately. You start your day off differently than perhaps what you've been doing. That way you can kind of move past it, have a different mindset perspective to really be what, this struggle, what I've been going through, it's been holding me down long enough. It has held me back long enough. Today is a new. I'm gonna take full advantage of this new, and just change my mindset and move forward in my life. You know what I mean? I'm letting all of that go. I'm letting all of that go, and I'm starting anew. So I don't know what your struggle is. But if I can help you with that right now, with advice, encouragement, an ear, anything of that nature, then you have my time for a little bit. But whatever you've been battling with, whatever you've been going through, For one, just know that there is someone somewhere who's struggling with what you are dealing with, and maybe even worse. Maybe. So that's for you to know that you're not alone in this. You're not alone in this. Good morning, you all. Good morning. You're not alone in this. And also, because you're still here, you're still living, it's not the end of the world for you. It's not over with for you. This isn't the final destination. This isn't it for you. There's much more. There's much more. You just can't remain where you are. And sometimes, like, we just have to make the decision and be like, you know what? I'm moving past this. It's like, you know what? I've been trapped and enslaved by this for so long. I deserve to be free. And today, I'm taking my step into that freedom right now. Sometimes it's just a switch. Like, flip the switch and then just start taking the necessary steps out of that situation. And even if it does not end in that moment, you're taking a step in a direction that at some point, eventually, you will be out of this. But it starts with making up in your mind saying, that's it, no more. And perhaps maybe the weight that you've been carrying has been so heavy and overwhelming, you really about ready to you're about ready to quit and give up. I must admit to you, if you give up right now, if you give up, nothing is going to change and it's not going to get better, because what you're hoping for, what you're looking for things to get better, it requires your participation. So you just throwing your hands up like, you know what, I'm done, it's probably going to get worse for you. So giving up, we can't do that. We can't do that. Dallas. C, yes. Giving up, we can't do that. And for some of you, with the weight that you've been carrying, some of you, not all of you, you're carrying unnecessary weight that does not belong to you, which means you're probably worrying about things that's out of your control and things that you personally cannot change. That's weighing you down. That's weighing you down. You have to get rid of that in which that does not belong to you. The unnecessary drama in your life. You got to move past that. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. Make the decision to move beyond that. The drama in your life is beneath you. Stop lowering yourself to standards where you know clearly you're better than that. I'm not saying you're better than them. I'm just simply saying that you're better than that. Stop looking back. These are all the things that's plaguing some of you all. Stop looking back. There's nothing back there. By you continuing to look back, you're holding on to the past. And last time I checked, when you drive a car, it's either in reverse or it's in drive. You can't move forward looking back, holding on to the past. Let go of the past. You can't change it. Only thing you can do is make better decisions moving forward, to be very careful not to make the same mistakes. Forgive yourself, let it go. It's unnecessary weight, and it's an unnecessary struggle that you are causing and allowing yourself to battle with throughout life. Again, you're better than that. You deserve much better. Enhance your freedom. Enhance your freedom. Enhance your freedom. Remove people out of your life that's stealing your peace. Detach yourself from things that's not good for you. Detach yourself from feeling like you owe everyone something. See, I don't know what it is about us humans when it comes down to favors and things of that nature. It's like whenever someone look out for us, it's like we want to hold them to that forever. Like we're indebted to them forever, or they indebted to us forever because we did a solid or because they did a solid for us. And I get it. I understand. Maybe you was in a dark place. Maybe like you was at your wit's end. Maybe like your lights was about to get cut off, right? I get it. You cannot let them feel like you are enslaved to them because they looked out for you. And likewise, you can't be doing people like that either. These are unwanted and unnecessary struggles that we're battling with. We feel obligated to that person. Yeah, sure, if you can look out for them, if you can, whatever, then yeah, for sure. But if you can't, you can't. And if they're still holding something against you or still holding that over your head, you will never be able to pay them back enough, and you will never be able to please them. Detach yourself from that. Your boss at work. These are many struggles that we're discussing that you yourself have to determine. Is it worth the heartache? Is it worth the headache? Is it worth your sanity? Is it worth your peace? And then from there, you have to make the mindset shift. You have to make a click in your head to do things differently. As it relates to your boss, if you're struggling with like your boss seem like they're always picking on you, my encouragement is ask yourself, is it something that you're not doing, or is it something that you're supposed to be doing? Is it something that you can improve? Is it something that you can do better? If you know that you go to work and you rock it, then okay, what are some things that they could possibly be harassing you about? No need to guess. Go and have a sit down. Go and have a sit down. Be professional. Be respectful. In fact, why don't you go ahead and record push record on your phone. Put the phone in your pocket. I mean, you know, and the reason being is it's always two sides to a story. Because if they continue to harass you, then whenever it comes down to you escalating a situation, you know, it's going to be your word against theirs, right? And because it's going to be your word against theirs, most likely they're gonna believe them. So hopefully it don't come to this point. But if you have to escalate it, guess what? You have the recording. Whoever it is that you're gonna speak to, you can play it back like, you know, like he or she been harassing me. We're talking about your boss at work. He or she have been harassing me for some time. You know, like I thought it was something that I wasn't doing right. I thought it was something that you know, maybe I could, you know, improve my performance. Maybe my attendance, I could do better with that. But as I checked all those boxes, like I was doing everything right. In fact, I exceeded all expectations in all areas that's expected of me. So with that, I just didn't understand why he or she, you know, would just keep picking on me and harassing me. So I decided to have a sit down with them and find out, you know, is it something that I'm doing wrong? You know, because I noticed like you picking on me, like, or whatever term you choose to use. But I noticed like it's like you're harassing me for, you know, for the smallest things, or you just continue to whatever, right? And you know, and because I wanted to get to the bottom of it. If it's something I'm doing wrong, I'm more than willing to change it. I'm more than willing to make the necessary adjustments, but I just needed to know from this individual, like, why, you know, and based on their response, here's the recording. This is what they said. But now, as I always say, like, if you're going to go and report your boss or do anything, make sure that your nose is clean. Make sure make sure your attendance is on point. Make sure you're always on time. Make sure that you meet all deadlines. Make sure that you get your work done and done correctly. Make sure you are on point, because when it comes down to it, they're going to look at your history. If your stuff clean, or even if it was, you know, like kind of like bad from the jump, you can be like, look, I made adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That way, it's like you don't have anything on me. Really, why are you harassing me? Is it your race? Is it your gender? Is it like whatever it is? Like, get down to the bottom of it. But like I said, just be professional and respectful. Be professional and respectful. All right. Depending on who it is, they might, you know, say some things out of line. Try to keep it. Remember, you're recording it, and then that way, you at that point you know you're gonna have, if you're gonna have to escalate it or not. All right, and that way, whenever it come down to their word or yours, like you have proof. All right, but burnout. If you burnt out at your job, or just burnt out with what you're doing, now clearly you are probably not in a position to just leave your job right now. If you were, you would probably already have, considering you already burnt out. So considering you're still there, but you're like, I hate what I'm doing. I don't like this place. I don't like this job. Understandable. Now is the time for you to get serious about your purpose and why God created you. Because oftentimes when we get like that, even if the pay is good, the pay, it only it helps us to last longer before we experience burnout, but we still want to experience burnout, right? So if you are experiencing burnout, it's probably because you are detached from purpose. You are detached to fulfillment. Like you're not being fulfilled at your job, meaning like you're not doing anything that fulfills you. So it's time to start asking questions, asking God why you created me. Now understand this, like, yes, ask these questions, but you're gonna have to get closer to Him. You're gonna have to get closer to Him. Because again, we're living for Him. He created us for Him. So we have to make a click or make a switch, or we just have to bottom line like, okay, you created me, I want to live for you. That's just what it is. Period. So while you're pursuing a more intimate relationship with them, He's going to reveal to you what your calling and your purpose is. Like, still, sure, ask to find out what it is, but what you can tangibly do is like just think about some things that you enjoy doing. What are some things that bring you peace? What are some things that you're really good at? What are some things that you are good at that you will do for free? That you will do without getting paid? Mind you, whatever it is that you do well, whatever it is that you enjoy, that you're passionate about, like, remember, our purpose in life has everything to do with others benefiting from it. So if it's just simply about you, like, you're not playing in the right plan. You're not playing in the right arena. It's all about self at that point. And at that point, you don't even have God attention. You can look at some of the struggles that you've been through in life. And with those struggles that you've been through in life, those are some possible struggles or things that God is wanting to use you for the benefit of others, to help others get through what they're going through. Remember, your purpose has everything to do with, first, that brings God glory, and two, being a light or being a light in someone else's life. Meaning, if they're going through a dark season of their life, they're really struggling with some things, God may use you to speak life into them. God may use you to come alongside them and help them get through what they're going through. Whatever it is, it has everything to do with God being in the center of it, Jesus being in the center of it, and you allowing the Holy Spirit to work through you on behalf of that individual. So guess what? While you dislike your job, you wish you were doing something else, you wish you wasn't there, guess what? Because you are doing God's work, on the side, it would change your mindset and perspective of the job that you're at currently. Because you're focused on doing God's work, you're no longer focused on how much you hate this job because you're too busy doing His work. And then not only that, it's a possibility that He will reveal to you why He placed you there. I always ask, how many jobs did you apply for? Before you obtained this job, or acquired this job, or got hired at this job? We have to know that God causes or allows. So if you're there, you're not there by mistake. You're not there just because you applied for that job. God seemed fit for you to be there. The question is why? It's never about just us. In God's eyes, we just make it about us. It's about what God needs us to do while we're there, what He needs us to learn while we're there, how He's planning to use us while we're there. Ultimately, it's for His glory and also for others to benefit from us, or benefit from us while we are placed at that job. So when you connect yourself with purpose and fulfillment, that will lighten the load of the burnout. Because, at least for me, when God revealed to me what my purpose was, and then shortly thereafter revealed to me what my mission at that job, at my job, ultimately in the workplace, it changed everything for me. Now I know why I'm not only there, but I know why I'm showing up to work. So now I can lock in and focus on that. The job didn't change. It's just now I have an aim, I have a goal, I'm on a mission, I'm here for a purpose. And now, like, God, what you need me to do today? What you need me to do today? What you need me to do today? King Duck was down. You feel me? So, and that will remove you from the burnout. Why? Because your life has meaning now. Well, your life has always had meaning. You just didn't know what it was. And even if you don't quite know what the meaning is, guess what? Because you are connected to Christ and you're walking with Him, you're now attached to meaning and purpose and fulfillment. You may just not know what it is. You just take it one day at a time. God used me for the benefit of others and for your greater glory. It changes the game. It changes the game. It changes the game. It changes the game. Now life, like, you get serious about life. Life will take you, like, and you just have a whole nother meaning. Does that mean life get easier? At times, but not necessarily. Because now, like, God still have a plan for you according to Jeremiah 29:11, and we not who God created us to become just yet. So there's learning that still needs to take place, growth, maturing, development need to take place. So guess what? Get that out of us, or birth that inside of us, or grow that's inside of us. Struggles. And not to mention, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Our walk with Christ is a faith walk. So guess what? Those struggles, the storms that we encounter, that helps build our faith. So it doesn't mean that the struggles are going to go away. It doesn't mean that life will be perfect now. It does not mean just now you walking with the one who can cover you, or who will cover you in the dark, who will guide you, and also, like, you don't have to go through it alone. And because you are attached to purpose now, like, you will understand mindset, perspective. You will understand that struggle that you're going through is for a reason. God is doing something inside of you, and you will look at that struggle differently. And that'll prevent you from giving up, and ultimately will help you persevere and endure through every struggle that you go through. It's a process. All right. So as I just pulled up to my house, I'm about to cut a short. So do me a favor. If you're checking in late, please go back to the beginning and watch this live. And also, please share this. Share this with someone. Share this on your Facebook. Share this on whatever it is, to whomever. Share this live with someone. And again, you just tuned in. Please go back to the beginning of this live. I covered a, a different range of things that you may be struggling with that will probably release you, or you will release that, so you can then be free, walk in freedom, and remain in freedom. All right. In the meantime, I love y'all greatly, and it's always an honor and a pleasure. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all later. All right. Much love. Peace.